Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So let's dive into today's daily challenge on LeetCode and try to break it down together. So what is the question? Finding 3-digit even numbers. If you are given an integer array digits, that means the array consists of 0 to 9 only, when each element is a digit. The array may contain duplicates. You need to find all the unique integers that follow the given requirements. The integer consists of concatenation of 3 elements from digits in any arbitrary order. The integer does not have leading zeros and the integer is even. So you need to find any combination of 3-digit number. You can pick any numbers, any 3 digits number from our dictionary digits which is given, and you need to make a 3-digit number, and it should be even. It should not have a leading zero, and any three numbers can be taken. So if you take care of this example, the digits 2 is present 2 times and 8 is 3 times and 8 is present 2 times. So it means that you can use 2 at max 3 times, and 8 you can use at max 2 times. So in this way you need to do it. Similarly for 2130, there should not be any leading zeros. All the numbers you should take care that should be even. So yeah, that's all. But if you see the constraint, it's only 100. So you can just do a triple for loop, right? But that will be a brute force approach. If you think like, if you can just take care of all the 3 digits pair, like from I equals to 0 to I equals to n, j equals to I plus 1 to j equals to n, and k equals to j plus 1, j and to k equals to n. In this way you can just iterate through every 3 digit unique pairs of 3 digits, and you just take care of the conditions that whether the integer is even, does not have a leading zeros and stuffs like that. But if you want to reduce the time complexity, all the integers in our answer array are 3-digit integer, right? So what is the range for that? That should be 100 to 999, right? So you can iterate from 100 to 999 and check whether each of the digit each of the 3-digit number you are getting has all the 3 digits as a subset of this dictionary or not. If it contains as a subset, then you need to push into the answer array, otherwise not. So this approach is much faster, much optimized way of doing that. So let's just try to code it out. You get digits dot size, which is the n length, and you need to store a map, right? So let's create a vector map of digits which will store all the frequency of the digits. So for checking the subset you need it, right? Whether let's say 112 is there, 112 let's say is forming, 1 must be present then 2 times, then you need to check whether 1 is there at least 2 times or not, 2 is there at least 1 time or not. Similarly things like that you need to check it, right? So you need the frequency of all the numbers in the digits. So you just store the frequency, digits of I, and then you can go ahead with iterating int num equals to 0, num not 0 from 100, right? It is a 3-digit number. So num less than equals to 999, num plus plus, and you just extract the 3 digits now, and you will check the criteria whether they are a subset of the digits or not. So how can you extract the 3 digits for num? The first digit will be num by 100, yeah, integer division. The second digit, if you see, if you do num by 10, you get the first 2 digits, and then if you apply a modulo 10, you get the last digit of that. That means you get the middle digit. So like this you get the middle digit, and getting the last digit is straightforward, doing a modulo 10. Now what you need to check care of the even case, right? So if a number is even, if the last digit is even, so you need to check care that C is even or not. So if you find C to be odd, then just what you need to do is continue with the loop. Don't add it to the answer, just continue. It will ignore the rest of the loop. If it will ignore the rest of the things which will be written in the loop after this, and just go ahead with the next iteration. So after continue, you can go ahead with checking the criteria that if a map of A is greater than 0, whether A is present in the map or not. Then you need to do map of A minus minus. You need to reduce the frequency because B can be equal to A also, right? And you need to check whether if you want to form the number 112, you need to check whether 1 is present at least 2 times. So if it's 2, you need to reduce it by 1 and then again check, else you will just continue that. If the number is not present, I cannot form, just continue with the rest of the iteration. No need to check, take care of this iteration. But if map of B, now you can check whether it's 0 greater than 0 or not, that is whether it's present or not. You decrease the number, else you also want to continue here, right? You do want to continue, but if you think if the compiler has reached this portion, that means it has definitely gone through the if statement of map of A, and now you are telling that you don't want to continue this iteration. Then the changes you have done in the map, you need to reset it. You have done map of A plus plus minus minus, so you need to do now map of A plus plus. So you need, if you are telling that don't I'm stopping the iteration here, I'm stopping this iteration here and go to the next iteration, then you must also reset the map because that will be used in the next iteration. Same thing you can just do for C. You can do for the C, that is the last digit. You can check whether it is there in the map or not, subtract it. But here you need to add two things. If the C is reached here, it means it has gone through the if statements of this and this also. So 2 times you need to add it in the map. And if you have reached here, it definitely means that you have entered all of this, and you can now push our answer to our final answer array. So you are going to the next iteration, so you need to reset, and you can just do answer dot pushback. Answer should be a vector answer dot pushback num, because num has all, is a subset, is a complete subset, and then it is a candidate answer. So I create the answer array and I just return it, return answer. So yeah, this should work, I guess. So it's giving a runtime error. Let's try to check what's the problem with this. Okay, so the vector, you have not initialized it. As you can see, the vector map needs to be of size 10. Initially it needs to be 0 and you need to increment map of digits, so it stored the frequency. Yeah, so that was a small error. If you just try to run it now, you do have the accepted thing. If you want to just submit it, yeah, you do have accepted. It is a very fast, but if you think what would have happened if there were 5 digits instead of 3 digits. You need to have, you need to do like A, B, C, D, E, and then how many if and else would you write? So in that case, you can create a separate map for the number, and you can just put it into map. Let's say map 2, and then you iterate through a map iterator in that map 2, and check if every corresponding value to that key is less than the value present in this map. Then only it will be a subset. So yeah, after storing all the digits in the map, you can just check whether it is a subset of the previous map or not. That will also do the job. So yeah, that was all for this problem. This was an easy problem, but if you try to do it in the optimized manner, you need to think little bit. So yeah, that was all. So, and I hope your day is going to be really easy too. Thank you so much.